which is acid, which is base, which is salts. Now the next topic we are going to dealing with the reactions of acid base with different kind of things. So first we will look up the reaction of acid base with metals. In last chapter we have conducted some activity that zinc plus hydrochloric acid gives zinc chloride and hydrogen gas. I think you remember that activity. Here zinc is our metal and HCl is our acid, which gives corresponding salt, zinc chloride and H2 gas, right? So by this equation we can say that if an acid is reacting with zinc or a metal, it will give hydrogen gas. The evolution of hydrogen gas will be there. I think you can see some hydrogen gases evolution, right? So the key point of this acid base reacting with metal is if reaction is going on here, the hydrogen gas will liberate. That is a key point that here you have to stick on. And coming to the sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is the base. Sodium hydroxide plus zinc, it's a metal, gives sodium zinc oxide plus H2 gas. So here also that hydrogen gas is liberating. But most of the cases that like sodium hydroxide, all the bases won't react with the metal oxide. But usually by using these two examples, we can say that acid and base reacting with metal will produce hydrogen gas. I think that point is clear for you. Now the second reaction of acid base with carbonates and bicarbonates. Carbonates means CO, carbon, oxygen should be there. So for this, here I am having two test tube, one test tube and second test tube. One test tube is containing sodium carbonate. Another test tube is containing sodium bicarbonate. Okay. Now I am adding hydrochloric acid into sodium carbonate test tube and also into sodium bicarbonate test tube. While adding hydrochloric acid to sodium carbonate, it will form corresponding salt. Sodium chloride will form and water and carbon dioxide. Can we write that equation under this test tube? Yeah, we can write that sodium carbonate plus hydrochloric acid gives sodium chloride plus water plus carbon dioxide. What will happen in here? Sodium bicarbonate. Here sodium bicarbonate plus HCl gives sodium chloride plus water plus carbon dioxide. Here acid is reacting with carbonate. It will produce corresponding salt. Salt is here, water is here and carbon dioxide is here. So this is a key point. Here you have to stick on that. Acid will react with carbonates and bicarbonates will produce carbon dioxide and water and corresponding salts. So some carbon dioxide is coming from these two test tubes, right? If this carbon dioxide we are passing to the quicklime, that lime water, calcium oxide, what will happen? That can we write that equation? That carbon dioxide plus quicklime, that calcium oxide gives, what it will give? Calcium carbonate and water, right? What is this calcium carbonate? That is a salt. That is the chalk we are using to write in the blackboard and water. So here carbon dioxide is reacting with calcium oxide. We know that it's a base, will gives salt plus water, right? So here you have to stick on that point only, that carbonate and bicarbonate reacting with acid will give water, salt and carbon dioxide. Now the next reaction is acid or base are going to neutralizing. This neutralization reaction. What do you mean by neutralization? The word itself it is there. Neutralization means just nullifying. If acid means the acidity we will decrease. If base means that basicity we will decrease. So take that we are going to that activity. So here I am having that test tube. In that test tube sodium hydroxide is there. Right? Sodium hydroxide solution is there and I am adding 2 drops of phenolphthalein. So if I am adding phenolphthalein to a base, what will be the color? Yeah, it's a pink in color, right? Now you want to add drop wise dilute hydrochloric acid. Some drop wise I am adding, keep on adding. At particular point that pink color will disappear, which means that the basic nature of the solution, it's went out. So now it's neutralized. Now I'm again asking that if I'm adding 2 drops of sodium hydroxide again that test tube, what will happen? Now I am adding 2 drops of sodium hydroxide into that same test tube. That pink color reappears. That means it came back to its basic nature. If I am adding 2 drops of HCl means it will neutralize. That like this we can indicate which is this is acid or base, and we can neutralize. So here we can write the activity. Sodium hydroxide plus hydrochloric acid gives sodium chloride and water. Sodium hydroxide is a base plus acid gives salt and water. This is the key point that here we have to notice that while a base and an acid is reacting each other, we will get a corresponding salt and water. Alright. Now we are moving up to the next